welcome back. Now, we've met all the candidates, all the other recruits, so now we're just trying to find Alister. And he's up there, so he's behind us. Okay then.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Interesting. I think we stopped in on one of those rather awkward moments.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
This is so funny as a mage character, because you just say, yes, actually I am, and he gets all embarrassed.
You never know, these mages sneak up on you. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, the Dalish. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize. Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alister, the new Grey Warden, though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
You know, that's, while that may be accurate, as you'll see later in this game, and actually in the books, women tend to be made the overall commander, so, you know.
Would that be so terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecher or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? I've only fought them once up close, and that was before the battles here started, which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did? You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
I know what a Templar is, but for those of you at home...
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous, so they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
This is... I do love Alister. He's one of my all-time favourite game NPCs. He's brilliant.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Now, I'm going to have to be very careful managing his approval. I keep forgetting you can't jump in this game. As you can see, we now have Duncan as a party member. Sorry, Alister.
You found Alister, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alister.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alister. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Okay.
For the joining itself, I'll explain more once you've returned.
Ew, blood.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
Right, so it's a team-building exercise.
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alister, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alister will guide you to the area you need to search. Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
I seem to remember our keeper mentioned something about a treaty, so maybe, or a commitment, so maybe there's one there for the Dalish.
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Okay.
Watch over your charges, Alister. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
And we've also got to remember we're flower hunting while we're in the wilds as well. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the keeper's ring on. So there we go. And what's that? Did I put a helmet on? I thought I put a helmet on. Okay. Oh well, never mind. So what was that on map? That's what I wanted. So we've got to head that way. And then journal. Just double check our quests. Ostigar, the Mombari Hound, Tainted Blood, and the Warden's Cache. Oh yeah, that's the premiere content. The DLCs, which we'll get to later. Okay. Ooh, doggy.
On it.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Can't really fault his logic. Loading, 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 why? Oh, come on. Don't know why it takes forever to load. Stupid game. Ah, right. Good. Kokari Wilds.
That'd make it interesting, Pat. Show me what you've got!
Dead yet?
That's one. What else can you fight with?
Down with you! Desperation is an ugly perfume.
Some glory!
Now, because I've got this set to normal, I will actually have to be slightly careful. It's okay here, but later on in the later on in the game, when we have mages, we'll have to play Duck the Friendly Fire. Oh, well done, Jory. Hang on, isn't this the
Over
raid?
here.
This looks like the raiding party. That was the scouting party.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Okay, right. Well, I'm going to end the video there, and in the next video we'll hunt Darkspawn blood and the Lost Treaties. Ta-ta for now. See you soon.